Hello and welcome back. This is Lake Tahoe Television News. Today we're speaking with Tony Lashbrook. He's the town manager of Truckee. Good morning, Tony. Thanks for being with us today.
Good morning.
Tony, what brought you up to Truckee? Where did you start?
Well, 20 years ago, the opportunity to be involved in the creation of a new city after Truckee Incorporated really is what brought me here. I was born and raised in small towns. In fact, Truckee is probably the largest community I've lived in since I was maybe 9 years old. Really the natural environment, the historic downtown are elements that I'm strongly attracted to.
We hear from home builders that construction costs and the town fees are very high here compared to other municipalities. Is that true? Are fees high in Truckee?
The town has some fees. We really only charge two impact fees. That's a traffic impact fee and a facilities impact fee. The traffic impact fee is by far the most expensive of our two fees. It's about $6,000 per unit. And the key with that is to really make sure that our traffic infrastructure keeps pace with development so that this area circulates. On the other hand, there are a series of other impact fees, water, sewer, recreation, fire, that are not town charged. The overall burden, I would say, is maybe average for growing areas in California, maybe slightly above, but you couple that with the actual construction costs and probably drives this above average.
Tony, what's going on with the Canyon Springs project?
Yeah, Canyon Springs is a residential subdivision just east of the current Glenshire neighborhood. It's just under 300 proposed housing units, really a lot sales kind of development. It's been quite controversial in the Glenshire neighborhood, really focused around deer herd issues that have been raised by the state of California. That'll be recirculated and we should be in some kind of a public hearing process spring, summer of 2014.
Some people have voiced their concerns over the upcoming grocery outlet store center plan for Truckee. Is the town obligated to approve a project strictly based on its zoning?
Yeah, the grocery outlet, that's a great question related to the grocery outlet store. So that's on property zoned for, that would allow a grocery store. But even with that, there is valid reason for the public to interface into that process. So specifically, the grocery outlet is a formally submitted application, but it's not complete at this time, so it hasn't really gone into formal processing. The key here is that does this project actually meet all the design and development standards of the town, some of which are very specific and other which are more discretionary. So public involvement into that process is a critical element of the decision making. So that will be actually considered by the Planning Commission in this room, and people should be paying attention to that and get involved.
Now, the Martas Valley is often talked about as an area where growth is expected, but Martas Valley falls outside of the town of Truckee. Does the town have any control over what goes on in the Martas Valley?
Back 10 or so years ago, when Placer County was updating the Martas Valley Community Plan, the town interfaced pretty directly in that process. But ultimately, those land use decisions are up to the County Board of Supervisors in Placer County. We will comment as appropriate, but those decisions are made by that elected body.
Truckee Town Manager Tony Lashbrook, thank you very much. Reporting from Town Hall here in Truckee, I'm Robert G. Scott.